Good morning, Vietnam. It is very possible that this Earth is not in space-time, but this Earth is space-time. This Earth is the space of manifestation. Therefore, trying to put the space-time itself, the manifestation, as an object in some space, some organized space, is childish at the end. So here we can see that both globsters and flat earthers, in a way, are doing some childish operation, putting the field of manifestation, putting the space-time manifested into some organized space, some mesh of space, of cubes, organized, the space organized as in cubes, and put an object in it, whether it is round or whether it's flat, is childish if we think that this realm is the space itself. This is the space, this is where space take place, for us to manifest. Okay, from that point, also expanding the laws of physics that you see close to you here in the realm of manifestation, and expand them to everything that you see far away between bracket, what you see in the sky. Try to expand laws of thermodynamic that you use here for your daily life, for your car engine, and expand them to the whole field that you can observe. It can be also childish to think that what you see experiment here is everywhere, everywhere between bracket. Okay, let's assume this is the field of manifestation. There is some experiences in my life that really was a powerful experience. I was many years ago, I was in Mediterranean Sea on the shores, and there was those nights where you have a shower of meteorites, the meteor, the supposed object falling from the sky, from the space into the earth. So I had this life experience all the night, and you see them falling, and you have the noise also. I was hearing a noise of those stuff when they were supposedly entering the atmosphere, and the noise was some crisp sound, like some nothing that makes sense to me, in the sense of the behavior of an object entering the high speed the atmosphere, because those objects kept like high speed even when they were at low altitude. I was sea level, and those stuffs was close enough to be heard very clearly, and yet they had this speed into them. And this sound, which was not the sound of any speed or something, but it was the sound of some crisp effervescent, when you put this this pills in the water and they start to do this sound. So it felt like the matter was appearing for me. The matter was appearing. This stuff, whatever they were outside, those meteorites, small stones, they were not the same. When they entered, they became something else. So it is very possible that what enters this realm enters in a form of information or something, and then take shape as a matter. I had this experience, and it tells me, from inside, when you feel something inside, that those stuffs are taking shape. Those stones are happening once they enter the atmosphere. They enter as information, and then they became stones or something that you find in the desert. So in this case, in my logic now, in my patchwork of what is this realm I am living in, the more you go up, the air density getting lower and lower, and it doesn't get any better. You will not find any hard object, you know, any stone or anything in the top. It becomes all informational. Slowly you are exiting the space-time. You are exiting the space-time. So the stuffs that enter here enter in an informational field, and they take shape as a matter. Okay, and here all the stuffs of flooding, you know, with mud and everything. A lot of phenomena you can link to these happenings where information comes and becomes something, whether small meteorites, water, a huge quantity of water, a huge quantity of, you know, of dust or something. The stuffs can happen if my patchwork of the now, which can be upgraded, is real. The same for the sun. The sun, I'm not the only one saying it. The sun that we see is the sun decoded by the field of manifestation. It's the sun decoded by this earth. The heat and the visible light, it is when an informational field enters the earth, enters the realm. This is where the heat and the light manifests. Otherwise it's not in this space-time. They say the real sun is a black sun. It's an informational field, not manifested, not temperature, not cold, not hot, it's nothing. It's informational field, and they call it the black sun or Gemini. Gemini, like the double of this sun, the guy behind, you know, like they are, you know, Gemini. You know, two sides. One is a picture, the picture we have, and one is the real one. It is the black sun, the informational field. So we can guess that, yeah, many stuffs in life take a different, you know, a different feeling when you say, when you try this patchwork of mind, that you go up, nothing. It becomes non-material till it becomes informational. Okay, so this is the realm. This is the realm. So I will not put anymore the realm itself, the space itself, in a space, you know, and trying to figure out its shape or something. You know, it becomes suddenly childish to my intellect. For the now, I said it can be upgraded, it can be changed. Okay, so that's one point. Second point. This time being relative, you know, Einstein linked the time to the speed. When you are fast, the time slows and stuff. And there is those experiences, supposedly, of course, always when you hear an experience, take it like it can be totally false. It can be real, the experience can be real, but the interpretation can be open to their interpretation or yours. Okay, so there is this experience where atomic clocks, very precise clocks, go into planes, and when they are down, you see a difference between the clock that stayed on Earth, and they will relate this to speed. Me myself, with my patchwork of the now, I related to altitude. When you go up vertically up, the time changes. The way the time changes is different. Okay, so this experience, if it's true, my patchwork, my intellect, my intuition, my guts push me towards time is relative to where we go in the field of manifestation. We go up, the time may change. Okay, maybe slower. Okay, so this is make also why they like to be in high places, like those buildings. They want to go up in the air. Those creeps, like the Trump Tower and all these people. They like to be above everybody. And we have also this Tibetan, you know, occult place where you have this occult Buddhism, the Mahayana Buddhism of the Dalai Lamas and the Rinpoches and all this, with a lot of occult knowledge. And they like this place, which is the Everest, the highest place on earth. They like it, and it is kind of a strategic place, you know, where everybody is around. You know, the Chinese government made a crazy train to go there, crazy train. They had to do incredible engineering efforts and work to make a train go up to Tibet, you know, because the permafrost, it is a frozen land, and to support those rails and everything, they had to do a crazy effort. Even the train itself has some oxygen in it to be able to go to Tibet. So it is like strategic to be up, related to the time, and a lot of occult people, you know, freaks going to this Tibet and have their business, their occult business being there. So being high might be advantageous in some way related to what you can influence, you know, this realm. Okay, altitude and time behaving differently when you go up towards a non-manifestation, towards immateriality. Okay, immateriality. So we can imagine that the body itself of human being is not made to go up into the immateriality. A rocket is not made to go up into nothing, because the matter in itself will have to be at certain time not matter anymore, but information. Okay, so who knows how it behaves. Okay, so that's the point of altitude and time. There is another point also that I wanted to point is this the south position. Why they like this Antarctica and to be kept for them. I link other knowledge with this to might have a picture. I'm guessing, you know, mastermind game. We have electroculture, where they use antennas, magnetic antennas, or electricity, the electricity of earth and magnetism, to improve the growth of the plants. And what we do, those guys, they put an antenna and they get a wire running in the ground to improve the plants. So this antenna will be always south. The antenna is south, and the wire goes under the field toward the north. So the antenna is south position compared to the field of the plants, you know, to grow, for improving the growth of those plants. So the antenna is south. It is catching information from the south and feeding this field. So south position, and those guys of electroculture they have nothing to do with conspiracy theory of governments wanting to be in Antarctica. There is this experience number one. Experience number two is informing the water with the magnets. Also, I heard it totally outside of this Antarctica style, not connected. But if you take some water, pure water in glass jar, and you put something smelly next to this jar, you know, on it, and then you put a magnet, so the smelly stuff is between the magnet and the water in a jar. The water is totally isolated. The magnets, you know, will like put this information of the smelly stuffs in the water. And then after some times, if you take this water, you take it into another place and you smell it, it will have the smell of the smelly stuff. Like this magnetic field pushed the information inside the water. And the way they did this experiment, it's exactly the alignment of south. You know, so the exactly like the magnet has to be in the south, and the field the same direction as the electroculture that I mentioned, and the way those guys like to be in south position, those elite, possibly to broadcast their informational field, their tricks. I am very fast approaching the 15 minutes. There is more to say. Yeah, this is why they might be having an advantageous position to be in the south. It is broadcasting information, you know, in the magnetic field, okay, and inform the stuff. So we have also the culture of sleeping the head to the south in the Indian culture, and the dead people being buried the head in the north. So the Indians, they have their head south when they sleep better, and European bury the dead head north for them to be really dead, you know, to have peace. See you in the next video.